We got a man out here who is not afraid to speak the truth. Because we out here to answer questions. Questions that the preacher has never answered. Never. We reading this out the Bible. This is not my own thought. This is not something that I went and thought up and wrote down myself. We are reading from the Holy Bible. Say, my bro.
It's Isaiah.
Hey, what's going on, Isaiah? That's a biblical name. You know that, right? All praises to the Lord. Hey, man, what's your nationality, bro? Come talk to me right here, bro. Come speak to me, man. Give me a few minutes. Go ahead and take your picture, and then come holler at me a little bit, man. Because we out here to answer questions. Questions that the preacher has never answered. Never. Never. You will never get these answers to your questions in the Christian church today. All they are there for is to take your money. So Isaiah, come deal with me, brother. Come deal with me. Do you know that you're an Israelite? You know you're an Israelite? Okay, I'm gonna show you right now. What's your nationality, bro? I don't like to guess. What is your father?
No, my dad's black.
Your dad's black. So according to the Bible, you would be from the tribe of Judah. Because nowhere in this Bible does it say that there is a nationality called black. Okay? We're going to show you. And actually, the same tribe that Jesus Christ is, that's the tribe that you from, Isaiah. And I'm going to show it to you. Watch this. Let me get that. You know what I want? First, let's deal with numbers. I'm going to prove to you that's how we know. Isaiah, that's how we're going to prove to you how we know what your tribe is. It is based upon what your father is. Read.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
So a pedigree is basically bloodline, right? Your ancestry, right? That's who your father comes from. So you are what your father said. They figured out their pedigrees according to the house of their fathers. So you are what your father is. So therefore, you said your father is a so-called black man. So that means that you are from the tribe of Judah, the same tribe that Jesus Christ is from. Because I know all your life, probably, how old are you, bro? 34. You've been to church, right? When you go to church and when you think of Jesus, you always think of this dude, huh? That ain't Jesus. Compared to, according to this Bible, that is not Jesus. You believe in the Bible, right? We're going to show you that that's not Jesus. And Jesus is more, he looks more like that man right there. We're not saying that that's Christ. But as the Bible describes him, he looks more like that man on that end over there than this guy right here. So watch this, Isaiah, read.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So understand that we're going over the revelation of Jesus Christ, the revealing of Jesus Christ. Jump to it.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool. His
head and his hairs were white like wolves. You know about animals? What animal has wool on their body? Sheep. Okay, so let's see. I'm not a big expert of sheep, but I know enough to know that all sheep ain't white, right? So this ain't only talking about the color of his hair, it's talking about the texture as well. Now, what nationality of people on the face of the planet today have hair that's more similar to wool? Us. Say, I need you to be more specific, brother. Don't be afraid. Speak with fortitude. Right. Who has hair like wool? Us. Who is us? African-American. So-called African-American. There we go. So that's one strike against this guy, right? And this brother right here, he's in the lead because his hair is like wool. So that's more proven to you that Christ is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. I'm going to show you something else, bro. You worried about, I see you looking around, man. Don't be worried, bro. You in a realm of protection right now. This is a bubble of protection, bro. You here to learn right now. We going to show you what you've never been showed in your life, bro. Because you already proved that this is what everybody taught you that Christ was. And that is a lie straight from the depths of hell. Read on.
As white as snow.
Okay.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now your skin tone right now, you're not a very dark brother. But you are more, the color of your skin is more closer to the color of brass, right? Because you know, like a trumpet or something, you know what I mean? It's made out of brass. That color is more closer to your skin tone, right? But watch this.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So it's talking about his feet. They said his feet look like fine brass, and as if it burned, if they burned in a furnace. If you burn anything, what color is it gonna turn, Isaiah? Like charcoal color. What color is that? Black. So that's letting you know, that's another indication to prove to you that Christ is a so-called black man.
Right.
Christ is like you. You are related to Christ. More related to him than you know it, bro.
Right.
And we're gonna prove it. Because we just found out that the black man is really from the tribe of Judah. Because there ain't no such thing as black. Your pants you got on is black. Right? So therefore, I ain't never seen nobody the color of your pants, right? But that's just basically a term that they gave us. That's what they put on us. Negro, which means black in Spanish. Those are bywords that was put on us. You are really from the tribe of Judah.
Right.
And we're going to prove to you that Christ is from the tribe of Judah as well. You got it? Read.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
So it's saying that our Lord sprang out of Judah. That means he comes from the loins of Judah. So Christ is a black man. Never was he a Caucasian. Okay? Understand that, Isaiah. All right. So we went over that thing, man. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, right? Can I ask you a couple of questions? And before I move on, I want to make sure that do you have any questions? You don't have any right now? All right. So let's go back to Deuteronomy and read verse 16 again.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So is cursed a bad thing or a good thing? A curse. You said what now? So you know of good curses? Please name one, bro. I ain't never heard of a good curse. Help me out.
I don't believe in curses. I just go by it.
So, okay, whether you believe in curses or not, they are real. And our people, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, are faced with these curses till this day. And I'm gonna show you that. Let's just go straight to the bread and butter. I'm gonna show you a curse that happened to us. And I want you to look at these pictures right here, man. I want you to look at these pictures and look at these as well, right? Can somebody step up and hold these for me? Hold that for me. So look at these pictures, man. Look at these pictures that we holding up, and then look at those down there as well. Do you know what those can you tell me or describe what's happening in those pictures? Slavery. All praises to the Lord. You walking with me. I'm not just talking to that pole right there. I'm actually talking to Mr. Isaiah. So watch this. Did you know that this stuff is documented in the Bible? It's okay to not know, because I didn't know at first. Watch this. We're going to show it to you. Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Okay, do you know what happened in Egypt? What happened in Egypt with Moses? You familiar with Moses? No, Moses.
Oh, no, I don't.
You know? Okay, Moses actually freed the children of Israel out of bondage, out of slavery. Because before we ended up in this captivity, we were in several other captivities before. And one of those captivities was the captivity of Egypt. So when the Bible speaks of Egypt, it is talking about captivity. So watch this.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
You see how it's saying, I brought you out of Egypt, and to clarify what he's talking about, he says out of the house of bondage, out of slavery. So now let's go back to Deuteronomy so we can understand what it's talking about when it says, I'm going to bring you into Egypt again with ships. Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
I need you to look at that map of Africa real quick too. Look real good. And you see up there towards Israel and Egypt, is there like a big body of water or anything? It's connected, right? So, you know what a ship is, right? This is a ship right here, right? Do you think think if there's really no big body of water that you'll need one of these to go over to Egypt? We needed that to go over dry land? Really? Come on, pay attention, Isaiah. So, this right here is a ship. You know about slavery, right? You know how we got over here, right? On ships. In order to operate or drive a ship, you got to be on some water. Lots and lots and lots of water, right? Now, let's look back over here at the continent of Africa. Up towards the Egypt and Israel, Jerusalem, is there any large bodies of water? So you know that he's not talking about going back over to Egypt. He's talking about captivity. Because that's how we got over here, right? How did black people get over here? There's a picture right there, bro. You said you know about slavery. Do you know or do you not? Kind of. Okay, our people were brought over here on slave ships. Okay? On top of each other. I'm looking for that picture right there. So this is like from a top view. And this is from like more like a side view. You see that picture right there? Look good. What you see? You see people stacked on top of each other. Those were the conditions. That's how they got us over here. They packed us on top of each other. Now you're a human being, right? You're not finna go a whole day without using the bathroom, right? Do you think that's a trip that's like an airplane trip where you get off the plane in a few hours? It took a long time to get over there. So guess what? If them brothers had to use the bathroom or anything, any type of bodily function, guess what happened? They use it on themselves and everybody else that was up, because gravity sucks, right? Everything gonna go down, right, due to gravity. So whoever was on top, if he had to take a crap, his crap was on everybody that was up under him. If there was a sister that had a menstrual cycle, you know what a menstrual cycle is, right? Her period. If she had her period and she was on top, guess what everybody else had to deal with? They had to deal with her menstrual. That's nasty, right? Now, I want you to understand that something like that, you wouldn't do that to your friend, would you? That would have to be an enemy for you to do something like that, right? God is about to show us who our enemies are. Read that from the top again. So we just went over. We found out that those ships are not going over to the country Egypt, right? So that lets you know that when it's talking about Egypt, it's talking about what happened in Egypt, which was captivity. We got that understood, Isaiah? Read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into Egypt again, into slavery again, with what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
So that's what that's talking about right there. So there's no other people on the face of the planet that ever had to go through that. But blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Those are the only people that were on slave ships. A lot of Native Americans don't even know that they was on there worse than that. That's about 300 people on that ship right there. When they was packing the Native Americans up, it was like 600 in a cargo ship going off to Europe. They just don't know that because nobody's been teaching them that. But let's go to the top again, because I want this to sink into your mind. I want you to understand that slavery was a curse that only happened to the Israelites, God's chosen people. Isaiah, read.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
You would not see Egypt again. You're not going to see. That's another indication to let you know it's not talking about that Egypt, right? Because God just said we ain't going to see that again. Read.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Did you hear that? What happened? What did it say?
Sold to your enemies.
It said you're going to be sold to your enemies. So, do you see any pictures of auction blocks anywhere around here? What is this? This is an auction block. This is where they sold our people. Who were they selling them to? White people. And the Bible just said you're going to be sold to your enemies.
That's right.
So who is your enemy? All praises to the Most High God. We got a man with testicular fortitude here. We got a man out here who is not afraid to speak the truth. I got some more for you though, Isaiah. Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Another word for bondmen and bondwomen is slaves. The Bible, we reading this out the Bible. This is not my own thought. This is not something that I went and thought up and wrote down myself. We are reading from the Holy Bible.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom. What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.